Why DSS can't release Omoyele Sowore? Malami replies Falana. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami SAN, has said he cannot order the Department of State Services, DSS, to release Omoyele Sowore. The AGF was reacting to a call by the counsel to Sowore, Femi Falana SAN, asking him to order the secret police to release the activist. Nigeria News reports that Femi Falana revealed that when two lawyers in Sowore's defense team visited the DSS headquarters in Abuja to demand the activist release, the secret police advised them to direct their request to Malami. In a letter to AGF, Malami titled, "Request for the release of Omoyele Sowore from illegal custody," Falana said, "Following the announcement of your decision to take over the case of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Omoyele Sowore and another two members of the legal defense team visited the headquarters of the State Security Service on December 13, 2019 to demand the immediate release of Sowore from illegal custody. Our colleagues were, however, advised to direct the request to your office in view of the fact that you have taken over the case from the State Security Service." Reacting in a statement by his Special Assistant on Media and Public Relations, Dr. Umar Gwandu, Malami said he could not take a unilateral decision on the release of Sowore without recourse to the court where Sowore is being prosecuted on charges of treasonable felony, among others. When parties submit their issues for determination to a court law, they lack exclusivity of decision over such issues without recourse to the courts. We remain guided by the established tradition and will not take a unilateral decision without recourse to the rule of law, Malami added. Recall that the DSS had released Sowore and co-defendants Omoyele Sowore after spending 124 days in detention. This was following Justice Ijoma Ojuku's ruling ordering DSS to release him in the next 24 hours. However, the secret police rearrested Sowore in the premises of the Federal High Court, Abuja, and reportedly took the activist to the DSS headquarters. The DSS later denied reports that its operatives invaded the courtroom to arrest Sowore. The rearrest of the activist drew widespread condemnations both locally and internationally. Following pressure from the international community, AGF Malami directed the DSS to transfer Sowore's case file to his office. Nigeria News understands that the directive was contained in a letter dated 11th December 2019 and addressed to the Director General of the State Security Services, National Headquarters, Abuja. There is a report that the federal government of Nigeria is trying to confuse the public over the detention of Omoyele Sowore, the publisher of Sahara Reporters. According to Premium Times reports, the Attorney General of the Federation said his office needs further court directives to release him. Mr. Malami said this in a statement on Monday in response to a request for his office to direct the release of Mr. Sowore. He described his position on the matter as having recourse to the rule of law. When parties submit their issues for determination to a court of law, they lack exclusivity of decision over such issues without recourse to courts. Mr. Sowore has now spent 10 days since his new detention without any new charges filed, in violation of Nigeria laws, which allows a maximum of 48 hours for such detention. So guys, you can see that these people are just trying to confuse Nigerians. That's just the way it is, because in the first place, if you took over the case from the DSS or SSS, as you may call them, then what are you doing with the case? Now the man has spent another 10 days without any new charges against him. So what are we talking about? They are just there to delay him. All of these are just delay tactics, because everybody has said many things and they've faulted them. And the worst part of it is that these people who you think that know better that within this government, they are not saying anything. They can't even defend anything. They are just keeping mum. If not that they are trying to deceive Nigerians now, you have taken over the case. We are trying to analyze it the way we ought to. And that is the reason, the way we ought to, the way we understand it, even as a lay people. Even the lawyer are saying the same thing. Why Why are you keeping it? Because you started this case in the first place before, it's got to the DSS, and you are the one that did all of this. Is why taking over the case? You are supposed to release this man with immediate effect, and now you are taking over this thing, and now you have come out to say according to tradition. Which tradition? If you are talking about tradition, we are seeing, and this impunity is really going haywire. It's going the way people of the of other countries, they will just be they will be thinking within their mind, why are these people behaving like this? You are talking about tradition according to law, but tradition says, according to the law tradition, that somebody cannot just be there for 48 hours without charging that person. What are they talking? What are they saying concerning that? It's been 10 days. This man has been there, been 10 days. There is no new charges. They can't even come up with anything that this is the reason why they rearrested him. And that proves what Falano has said, right, that they are not ready for trial. And because they don't have a tangible evidence, that is why they are trying to be out, just putting up all this drama together. They have been on this drama for a very long time. When he was first granted bail, oh, nobody came for him, all manner of stories like that. Up until now, these guys, why are they not ashamed? You talk about tradition, but you don't talk about the other area that you are infringing on his right, other area of 48 hours that you don't need to keep somebody beyond that time. And you are talking about tradition. Can you see how they are trying to confuse Nigerians? But thank God that the council to show they are up and doing. They are just following them, and the more they are following them, the more the AGF, the government, the presidency, the DSS, the more they are embarrassing themselves, the more. After all, when people are talking, they will say, oh, they should not interfere. They are sovereign country. They know what they are doing. So do you know what you are doing? Then why all of these things? If you can deceive the public, I'm sure they cannot deceive the lawyers, the Falanos and his team. They can't deceive them. They cannot deceive them. Not at all. Someone says S0WORE case could have been better if he didn't form alliance with Kano, IPOB and Ezazaki groups. Calling for revolution is of two class. Did S0WORE call for violent revolution or peaceful revolution? If there are evidence of calling for violent revolution, there is treasonable offense. If truly S0WORE actually joined the proscribed groups to cause pandemonium and anarchy in Nigeria, then his chances of total freedom is very slim, no matter the noises both home and abroad. The technical mistake DSS committed was not including the strong aspect of the allegations to the first charge, but is very adjustable in a way of fresh charges against S0WORE, so not yet Huru. I don't see the political activist celebrating Xmas and New Year with his family. Falana has been vibrant as usual, but nobody fight the state and find his freedom easy. Even during OBJ and Jonathan administration, all I pray for is peace in Nigeria. That's what somebody is saying here. The former president candidate walked himself into that problem. A pity. S0WORE will remain in DSS custody till the end of Buhari's administration. Bet me. Buhari government is full of dictatorship and having no respect for the rule of law. And for this particular person that was said, the former presidential candidate walked himself into the problem. What a pity. And someone says, S0WORE will remain in DSS custody. Still saying the same thing. Someone says, a situation allowed to be used. God bless you for that comment. He has been used and left alone to face the music. Used by who? This one says, don't bring that. Used by who? I don't know that he worked himself. But they are not talking about the games that these guys are playing. I don't know how these people are really reasoning. They will continue in their suffering there. These people who are really against the truth, who are really against this S0WORE, they will continue in whatever situation they really find themselves in this country. But they know the condition. Like I've always been saying, some people don't even know between good and bad. They don't know between having a good life and and living in perpetual suffering. So they believe suffering is normal, is the order of the day. So they don't see any difference. So when people are telling them the right thing, they don't seem to understand. They don't seem to get it. I think that's where this group of people belong. And someone says, Please tell Malami to show up on national TV, and they should allow Nigerians to call in and ask questions. I swear, then you will know all these people do not have idea about the job assigned to them. Haven't Buhari made a pronouncement on revolution before? Was it not Buhari who said that there will be no peace in Nigeria if Jonathan refused to hand over power to him? Why are we partial in our dealings? No, that is just the way it is. That is just the way it is. We are so partial. Someone said the table will turn tomorrow. God can arrest you, JU, for just that. Someone said, why would S0WORE lose the election and after being calling for anarchy in the name of revolution whenever sometimes someone tries to gain power through the back door? But the question is that now they've rearrested him. He's been following all the old thing. If not that the government has something that they are hiding or they don't want to face, if they have the evidence, why have they not charged him for this new arrest they made on him? They rearrested him. What is his offense? They can't even come out and say that. And some people are here telling us what we don't know, what is not. It's really incredible. Someone says S0WORE will never be released as he crossed the red line by his action and must face the consequences. Honestly, where are these people coming from? You take your hand, sign your wahala. Falana and others are only deceiving you, pushing you into jail. In fact, in tyrant regime, no federal institution takes decision without the approval of the boss. Someone say those wailers for the release of S0WORE are joking. You can't eat your cake and have it. S0WORE wants popularity and get it in abundance. I read in a newspaper where similar people are kept in America. Terrorism is frowned upon in America. Issue of human rights take the backseat when security of life and properties are involved. S0WORE shot himself in the leg on the day he held clandestine meeting with IPOB leader and Ezazaki's representative with a view to truncating Buhari's government. Who among the wailers will accept that this is not looking good at all? That's what somebody's saying. Someone said the question that everyone wants an answer is if one can be granted bail for deliberately committing a treasonable offense against the country. We all know that these guys won't like to release these activists. Very heartless. The injustice in Nigeria is beyond S0WORE, so it's stupidity for one to comment that S0WORE cannot be released because he crossed the red line. Next victim may be your own member or a member of your family. Common sense will make you understand that the government is framing S0WORE. He is not a jihadist, and the sensible citizens know what jihadist stands for. So guys, I don't know what you think about these things and the way everything is going. I would like to hear from you what you think that could be the possible solution, the way out. Leave your comments in the comment section and let's hear your own take. Thank you very much. Bye.